Congressman Adriano Espaillat. We're here today with people from throughout the 13th Congressional District, from right here in Harlem, from East Harlem, from Washington Heights, Inwood, and the Northwest Bronx. We're here in support of our Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg, who is a knowledgeable and well-respected legal expert with over 20 years of experience in the legal field. And we're here to express our support for the process. He has empaneled a grand jury that is looking at evidence and testimony from witnesses, and we will hear from the grand jury's report hopefully this week. And that is the process. But we're here to push back on the threats against a son of Harlem, Alvin Bragg, who is a decent human being and well-respected, not just here in Harlem, but across Manhattan and the city of New York. We've heard the threats from the former president. We've seen the kind of action that has been taken just recently. Alvin Bragg and his family received a letter with some white powder, and we're here to push back as a community and say, let the process continue. Let the process continue, and no one, absolutely no one, is above the law. No one is above the law. Not even a former president of the United States is above the law. So we know that this process will continue. We will not be intimidated as a community by threats, and we're here to watch our DA's back to ensure that no one bullies their way through, and this allows the process to continue forward. So we will hear this week from the grand jury, and we will make sure that with the help of our law enforcement agencies, there will be peace in the streets of Manhattan and New York City. So no one, absolutely no one is above the law. Estamos aquí apoyando al fiscal Alvin Bragg y para empujar en contra de las amenazas del sistema de justicia criminal. Él ha convocado un gran jurado quien está escuchando las evidencias y los testimonios, y por tal razón estamos aquí, porque entendemos que el proceso debe de continuar y que nadie, absolutamente nadie, ni un pasado presidente, está por encima de la ley. Entendemos de que se han dado amenazas en contra del fiscal de Manhattan, y por eso estamos aquí, porque él es un hijo de Harlem y estamos apoyando su gestión y que siga el proceso. Esperamos que esta semana podríamos escuchar del gran jurado, y el pasado presidente y sus comentarios no ayudan a la paz ni al proceso. Por eso estamos aquí, para apoyar el proceso. We're here to support this process. And with that, I want to introduce Councilwoman Julie Mene, who came in also from the east side of Manhattan. Julie.
Thank you so much. I first of all want to thank our Congressmember Espaillat for bringing us all together on this important issue. I represent, as the Congressmember said, the east side of Manhattan, including El Barrio. I just want to say I have been a lawyer, and I used to run Consumer Affairs, which is a prosecutorial agency. I had the honor of working with Alvin Bragg on many joint cases. We worked on immigration services fraud cases together. We worked on a case on the census, on the citizenship question that went up to the Supreme Court. And in all of the cases that I worked on with Alvin, I found him to be an incredibly thoughtful, smart, and highly principled attorney, which is again why these attacks on him and his families are as absolutely unwarranted and dangerous. Alvin Bragg has brought cases against many powerful individuals. He brought cases against the Trump Foundation, against Steve Bannon, and many others. And there have never been these kinds of threats against him. These threats are dangerous, but they're not just dangerous crime, and they're actually 3 different crimes. So it's harassment in the 1st degree, it's menacing in the 2nd degree, and it's stalking in the 3rd degree. So what Trump is doing is literally a crime against both the DA and against his family. And we are standing here joint as a community to say these threats are absolutely unacceptable. We will not stand for this intimidation, and the case must move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. And now we're going to hear from the Deputy Borough President, Keisha Sutton.
Thank you, Mr. Congressman, for having me here. Good morning, everyone. My name is Keisha Sutton James, and I am proud to represent Borough President Levine this morning, and standing along with not just our electeds, but our community members, to say, echoing what Councilmember Menon said, that this is completely unacceptable behavior. The voters of New York City, the voters of Manhattan in particular, voted for Alvin Bragg because they trusted and they understood that he had the judgment, that he had the fortitude, that he had the experience, background, as Councilmember Menon referred to represent them and to exercise his own discretion as to when and how to bring a case, against whom to bring a case. For far too long, our justice system in our country has been meted out effectively against certain communities. And all we're looking for, all we're asking for as Manhattanites, and I think many in the nation are, is for justice to be handed out evenly. I also happen to have been Alvin Bragg's campaign manager. And I personally know, and I also have known him for almost 30 years now, that there's a misconception, I think, out there that he said that he would prosecute Trump. It's a misconception on both the left and the right. No, he never once said that. What he said is that he would follow the facts and let the facts guide him, as he has with thousands of cases in the past. And I trust, and we all trust, that he will do just that he will follow the facts, and should there be a prosecution warranted, that he will bring it. And should there not, he will not. That is what I know he said on the campaign trail. So I want to make sure that record, I know that he has not said this, but I know I can say, as someone who was there along the way, that he never said he would prosecute Trump. And so for Trump or anyone else to say that he is biased, that he says that he is working under the auspices of the Justice Department, which, by the way, he is not. He is a duly elected official. That, it's just wrong. It's fact. It's lies. It's wrong. And all we want to see is that he will do as he said he would do, which is to follow the facts and bring a prosecution should one be warranted. And in the meanwhile, leave him and his family and those of us who voted for him feeling safe. Leave us alone. Let us exist in peace. Let us Manhattanites be safe and comfortable in our own homes, in our own neighborhoods, in our own community, and not be threatened by your violence that you tend to bring on wherever you feel like you are not getting the result that you want.
Here from Washington Heights, District Leader Maria Luna.
Good morning, and thank you. Such a beautiful day and a sad times for all of us. I hear about how Trump behaved. It shouldn't surprise us. The man has been mad for a long time, and we have to say it. He touches on the races. He doesn't care about us. He have never acknowledged his failure, and by saying that he's bringing back America to whatever it is that is on his mind, he's wrong. He is totally insane. Maria Luna said, Trump, you are insane. Loco. This man is an insult to humanity. For heaven's sake, see the faces that he has behind him. These people work. Do they have family? Do they care? No, they don't. They are being probably paid by him and his followers. We don't have to be paid. We are here because we are decent people. New York is not going to put up with Trump and his crazy behavior. Alvin Bragg is a great person. He's capable of handling the situation. But the threat, we have to take it serious. I mean, this is nothing to laugh about or to think that it doesn't happen. It could happen. And if we let it happen, it's our fault. So we stand behind Bragg because he's doing the right thing for the people of the United States, not just only for all of us here. So thank you so much. Quiero decirles que estoy aquí ofendida en un día tan lindo, pero tan triste, porque tenemos aquí a defender, venimos aquí a defender una persona que está haciendo su trabajo por los comentarios racistas que Trump y sus followers, los seguidores de él, están ahí. Y tenemos que tener cuidado porque se atreven a hacer cualquier loquera. No lo vamos a permitir. Nueva York, el estado de Nueva York está de parte de esa investigación. Es tiempo que se limpien los abusos de negocios y el falta de respeto que ha tenido Trump y su familia para la gente de Nueva York y de los Estados Unidos. Presidente en su cabeza. Nada más, presidente en su cabeza. Yo digo, María Luna, Washington Heights, Trump está loco, loco y loco. Muchas gracias.
Okay. We have with us also the first Deputy Public Advocate, Nick Smith. Nick.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. All right. So the first thing I want to say is District Attorney Alvin Bragg deserves our respect. Am I right about that?
Yes.
DA Bragg deserves our respect. It cannot be lost on us that black prosecutors across the country really are being disrespected and attacked for doing their jobs. For doing their jobs. He was elected to do a job. He came into office and said, I'm going to engage in the law in an impartial and fair way. And no president, no king, no prime minister can stop our district attorney from doing his job.
That's right.
We've got to respect him. Secondarily, just think about the impact on the DA and his family and all of the ADAs in that office. My office is about a block and a half from the DA's office. We're thinking about closing the office if there's an indictment because of the threat of attack on not only the DAs, but the folks of this city. It's unacceptable. We should have to be here at a press conference to demand respect and security for our district attorney who was elected to do his job. So I know we in Harlem are here to say to the DA, to all the ADAs and staff, we have your back.
Yes.
We have your back. We'll protect you. But we need you to do what you elected and appointed to do, and that's your job. If you do your job, you're going to be all right. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. And from East Harlem, we have District Leader Hilda Solomon with us today.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here representing East Harlem. We elected Alvin Bragg to serve us, and we expect that to go forward. Let him follow the facts, and whatever they are, that's what they'll be. But we will not be taking the bullying that's going on. It's unacceptable, and we will not tolerate it. So I ask all of you to just think about it and remember that we elected him, let him do his job, and we will not be taking threats from the president, former president. Thank you.
Thank you, Hilda. And from the Street Corner Resources Project, Aisha Saku.
Peace and blessings, family. Come on, give it to me. Peace and blessings, family. Right, so we stand for peace. What Trump needs to know, no punks here. We stand strong with DA Alvin Bragg. There are no punks here. We stand as a community that know that this man has been committed to help to end gun violence in Harlem and all across the city, wherever he could, even before he became DA. He met with our young people to talk about what they would like to see. He's been nothing but fair. So we stand with him strongly. I stand here to say, I am the courageous. We are the courageous. No punks here. Harlem stands strong with District Attorney Alvin Bragg. Say it. We stand strong. We stand strong. We stand strong. No racism. No racism. They need to stop it because we know what it is. Trump knows this is racism. Making black people wrong for doing the right thing. Calling it adversarial and everything else. We will not have it. We stand strong with Alvin Bragg, District Attorney. No punks here. We are the courageous.
Thank you. Thank you. We've been joined by Deshelle Walker from Senator Clear's office, and Yusuf Salam, who's one of the Accelerator 5, is also with us today. And thank you. We have with us also to speak Stephanie McGrath from WARM. Stephanie.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephanie McGrath. I'm the founder and CEO of WARM. It is a leading domestic violence in Harlem. So now everyone in the country knows how it feels to be in an abusive relationship. Donald Trump is an abuser. He's a narcissist. He is someone that will not take accountability, and he's also racist. So welcome to what I lived for many years. Violence against women. Domestic violence. He is a domestic terrorist. And I'm going to say it right now. We stand with District Attorney Alvin Bragg. We stand with our Congressman Espaillat to say that we will not go for it. You're not going to put fear in our heart. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Say it again. False evidence appearing real. You will not put fear in our heart. Because this is New York. We got New York finest here. And we got some people that have been through hell and back in New York City. So you're not bringing that insurrection here, Donald Trump. You could go back to hell where you came from. Because we support our District Attorney Alvin Bragg. And your threats will not go nowhere. Because we're here today. Look at all of us. Unity. United we stand. We will not fall. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. We've also been joined by Ernest, District Leader from Harlem, Ernestine Temple. We also have community activists from Harlem, Eddie Gibbs, Keith Lilly. And now, okay, let me just open it up for some questions. Anybody?